Hello everybody, and as you know, today we are going to be talking about Banjo's past, his backstory. Here he is. It is freezing cold, and so I'm bundled up in his little shelter. I know, it's like hard to see. There we go. Here's the man, and let's get started. I've had Banjo for about 1.5 years, and in April we'll be coming up on 2 years. Okay, so a few of you know, if you've seen my YouTube shorts, that it was in 2022 maybe, or 2021, where I lost a precious halflinger of mine named Tigger, and he unfortunately did pass due to cancer in his eye. So that's when I was growing out of techs, and I decided I need to start looking for somebody else, and so I found this boy right here.
Yes, I did. Yes, hello.
Alright. It was quite a while after that where we started looking on the market for ponies or just small horses or whatever, and I didn't want anything too big or anything too small. So we were just looking, and we scrolled upon this boy, and it said Project Pony, but I think it would have been cool to do a project. So the girl got back to us, and she was saying she sent photos, and we're like, that's great. So we decided that we would go up and see him. So he was about 2-hour, 3-hour drive away from us, and when we got there, we saw him, and I was just overjoyed, so excited, and so we checked him out, and he's pretty good, reasonable price, so we bought him that night when we went to see him, and I was just like in love with him, because if you know me, I love any animal. We set up a day to pick him up, and so we drove the same distance there. I am so sorry. He is just, wow. He cannot. Can you stop, please? Yeah. I'm telling your story. Okay, we set up a day to pick him up, and so we picked him up successfully. And so I have some photos of our first day. And I walked it. Oh, bitch! Sorry about that. Just had to make some readjustments. Where were we? Oh yeah, I walked him around the pasture as soon as he got unloaded, and he was so excited to be in a big green pasture. I think he really settled in pretty quickly, and I was just so excited about it all. So we really gave him a lot of time to adjust before we did any work with him, but then there was one day where we rode him. We needed to see where he was at, because he obviously was a project. And so yeah, the first time we tried to ride him, he bucked me off. We clearly found out where he was on the training status pretty quickly. So we decided it's time to do some training with him. We started out by just introducing him to things slowly, and at first we were just showing him the basic stuff. So I showed him the plastic bag, and it was actually really hard to get him to flex his neck at first, but I've been doing it since day one, so that's been really helpful. So he caught on really quick. We figured out he needed short sessions because it was getting to be a lot of overwhelming things happening too soon. So we figured out shorter sessions were great, and we started with the basics. Neck flexing, leading, backing, all that stuff. And we were training for a good long time. I'd say the first year, we spent training, round pen in the summer. I woke up every morning early. We trained him in the round pen. We did all that stuff. And I could only ride him for a short amount of time, but I was like so excited. I remember when I could walk on him alone, and that was just great. My dad had to lead me around on him for the first while because he had to know I was on his back and everything was going to be okay. Pretty much from when I got him, we've just done training like the whole year, and finally, as of like, I would say it was around June last year, or it was June, July, somewhere in there. But I like wrote him out for the first time, kept writing him out of the pen, and gradually our rides got longer and he got more comfortable. So that was really good. We've done like tons of training. I've trained him like every day, except of course rainy days, and some days he gets a rest. I got bucked off like a lot of times, and such a good idea my dad brought up was we bought a belt and I would put notches in it every time I got bucked off, because Banjo's quite a memory. He's gonna be like a lasting memory. I'll never forget him. And so I'll show you guys the belt. And no, I have never broken a bone in my entire life. So that milk and cheese and yogurt, it's really paying off. And also, I got Banjo when he was 5 years old. He got started really late, but that's okay. I have no idea what breed he is. The owner didn't know what breed he was. We're thinking like, I'm not sure, because I know he is a pony. He's under 14 hands. I mean, I haven't measured him, but I'm pretty sure the girl said that he was 12 or 13 hands. So just the perfect pony height for me. He's pretty scared of like other people. I've been trying to socialize him. He's doing like really well. Anytime I see like my neighbors or anybody, I let them give him a treat and tell him it's okay. Random people or new people are not gonna hurt ya. Hey, hey, hey. He loves me, I think. Yeah. He is such a goofy guy. As you can tell, he's very settled in here, and he did just pull off my hat, yes. Hat hair. So for the farrier, for the first time, the farrier had to do a little bit of like reinforcements, and he was a little skittish for the farrier, but we've done tons of training throughout, and I spent lots of time with him, and now we're to the point where we've introduced Liberty, and that's going great. So I've done so many things with him, and honestly, turns out that I've been doing like everything really good with him, and he's really good as long as he gets the concept, and once he gets the concept, he'll do it perfectly. He's honestly such a good boy. I'm so proud of him. Yeah, the day I got him was April 23rd, 2023, and that's a really easy date to remember because it's just 23 and 23, and I remember I got him in April, so that's easy to remember. I think his birthday is somewhere in April, we're assuming. Not for sure, but I'm pretty sure. So he would be turning 7 this April. I'm trying to think of what else to say, because not really too much we've done besides training, lots of training, reinforcing. So there's not a whole lot of past I know about Banjo. I don't know what previous homes he's had. All I know is, or all I can tell you guys is, that's the day we picked him up, and from there we did lots and lots of training, because hard work pays off, and now he's finally good. I could take him anywhere, except we're working on trailering, because it was really hard to get him to go in the trailer. I don't know if he's had a bad experience with trailers, or he thinks they lead to new homes and being separated, but we're working our way up, and eventually I know we'll get there. So pretty much I've had to teach him that, like, he would get scared even if I patted him for being a good boy when I was on his back. So it took a long time to get him to the point he is now. And he's not, like, perfect now. Still has a lot of room for improvements, but I'm like really happy with him, especially for me and my dad training him from, well, not like really the ground up, not like a wild Mustang, but sort of. I mean, he couldn't like take a rider or anything until we really worked with him, and eventually, yeah, we got there. Thank you, Through the Horse's Eyes, for recommending this, because it's good for people to see how we got to the point we are now, and I'm sure you guys have wanted to know about Banjo for probably a long time. So again, thank you guys so much for 300 subscribers, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. If you have any more questions for Banjo and me, put them in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. And that's it. Bye, y'all.